The Halls of Truth, Oahspe, 820, June 2, 2024. Prayer. O Creator of the universe, how little we know in comparison to so many. And even if we learn valuable spiritual knowledge, how seldom do we find the willpower to do what is right and good. Too often we simply make excuses for the choices which satisfy our comfort and need to indulge in that which entertains us. For these failures we apologize. Thus do we now seek to enter a higher spiritual state that we may discover greater understanding of how the New Age seekers of light may work better together in finding and making use of your all-light. All praise to Thee, O Jehovih. In spirit I kneel before the shrine of all prayer. It is a modest structure located on a small hill ornamented with beautiful flowers varying by the season. On this day the vivid blue, red, white and purple blossoms of hydrangea are blooming and swaying gracefully, majestically, as the divine breezes blow. For this spiritual loveliness alone it has been worth the visit. Yet I determined to continue the quest for answers, lifting my palms upper in supplication, fully with faith that my guardians will respond to any request which is noble in its essence. Bright and softly glorious they appear, one man, one woman. One of traditional African robes, the other wearing traditional Native American. With faces radiant with loving concern, they extend their right hands upward and create blessings as they make circles in the air with them. After a few moments, there is a burst of intense starlight several meters in diameter. Through this portal I am transported to another realm, another sacred place, the Halls of Truth. As before, this vast and magnificent hallway extends indefinitely, while above us on either side, spectacular stained glass windows stream in every color of that which is gloriously depicted upon them. These scenes have a life of their own and move with a near-perfect representation of whatever historical or personal situation being depicted. In response to my inquiry, the oval stained glass window above me displays a book entitled Oahspe. Classic gems of truth from Oahspe flash above in gold from moment to moment. Jehovah's chosen stand equal before the Father, and every one shall work out his own resurrection, both in this world and the next. I pray, Oahspe is the book which has been of greatest import for my life. Wonderful it is, yet I am still struggling to understand some key issues concerning it. May I proceed with these questions? An unseen guide. Yes, by all means. Serve thy Creator by doing good unto others with all thy wisdom and strength, and by being true to thine own highest light, and all knowledge shall come to thee. May I confirm that Oahspe was written for the purpose of teaching our world about the nature of heavenly progression as well as the New Age approach to a modern spiritual path. Guide. It is just as you have said. Liberty, first of all, unto all people, then discipline and harmony, and then the improvement of all the talents I created with all. Next to this, to have no leader, nor anyone to think for another, nor to abandon one's own judgment contrary to wisdom and truth. Yet my heart is troubled about the Book of Sapphire, if you know what I mean. I have written so much about it. Am I wasting my time or creating unnecessary conflict in expressing my concerns? Guide. To reach the truth in every concern of importance is never a waste of time. Without truth, there would be no honor or liberty for any upon any spiritual path. It is necessary, therefore, that all make the effort to establish the truth about any spiritual matter, concerning which they must make a judgment upon. This means asking questions openly and constructing answers that shall mirror the truth as perfectly as our current wisdom and integrity may allow us to achieve. To be sure, your concerns about Sapphire are well-founded. Any who would oppose or conceal sincere and frank discussion concerning which, are doing a disservice to themselves and to all upon the spiritual path connected to Oahspe. Anyone with a basic acquaintance with Oahspe should easily recognize that the book itself matters little except in its directive that we ourselves take responsibility for being willing to discover the truth of all things that may be known throughout our universe infinite. This does not mean that all may be discovered easily without much effort. In fact, it means the opposite. All must take great labors and great care to reach the universal truths we may be seeking. As to which matters, the highest wisdom is to suffer all men to have full liberty to think on all subjects in their own way. Yet my conclusions about Sappho have put me at odds with many in the Oahspe communities. They believe I am a kind of heretic or destructive force wishing only to aggrandize myself above others. They believe I am being disrespectful to Dr. John Newborough as well as to the other spiritual leaders of the Oahspe circles who fully embrace Sappho. Am I being antagonistic without real purpose? Guide. From times ancient to the present day, all spiritual paths have unfolded seeds of conflict, both near and far. The challenge then, for you and all your Oahspe associates, is for each to strive to not condemn those of other mind. You must respect each other's views and find ways to work together according to the highest light. It is true that the spiritual factions on earth and upon the spiritual planes find this very difficult to do, with the extreme cases involving religious war and violent persecution. Nevertheless, there are none so blind as those who will not see. Just as courage is necessary to walk away from the maddening crowd of religious dogma, so too must one be willing to stand peacefully in the full light of day asserting the truth does not shift according to the whims of the mistaken majority. These, then, are rules of light: that which is self-evident, that which is axiomatic, that which is substantiated by facts, that which hath a parallel in known things, things that lead to peace, order, and the uplifting of thy neighbor and thyself. But did John Newbrow actually channel Oahspe? Did he alter it by falsely inserting Sappho due to his Masonic-bound background? Guide. Look not to the testimony of any man or spirit, angel or God, to establish what is true, what is real. Rather, see for yourself. The future and the past are as an open book to those pure in spirit and purpose. Whether in the windows of the halls of truth, or in the mirrors inside your very soul, the truth is there to be revealed to all devoted to discovering what is real. I nodded in assent and then bowed with respect. Lastly, I thanked the caretakers here and the Great Spirit over all of us, for this fortunate meeting of the minds. Looking up at the Oahspe stained glass window, one more time, the following shone the brighter. All shall no longer depend upon any priest, church, oracle or holy book, or upon consulting the spirits. For now, I will give the matter further thought and then discover the answers to my own questions, either here or in my own soul or both. And so my spirit returned to earth and my mortal body. The Halls of Truth, Oahspe, 820, June 2, 2024. Prayer. O Creator of the universe,